Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Life Check podcast with your host, Dr. Nicole Farmer, where entrepreneurs become financially fabulous. This podcast is to help you check every area of your life, all things in your life and your business. And please make certain that you subscribe to this podcast so that every Monday you will get the latest and greatest podcasts to help you make Mondays great again. So let's get right into the show. So today we are going to talk about life and business and how to balance them both. I've been an entrepreneur now for 14 years. I have been a mother for 26 years, and I have been a wife for 7 years. So there is a lot of stuff going on in the midst of, right? So it's still about, how do I take care of Nicole, right? How do I take care of the dudes? How do I make certain that my husband is cared for? How do I make certain that I think last check, when I was working with my web developer, I have about 12 or 13 different brands or different websites, different companies that I'm either launching, managing, working through, relaunching, however which way. So, but that's 12, 13 businesses plus ministry. Yeah, I got a lot going on. And I know you got a lot going on, right? You got dinner to cook. You have children to bathe. You got homeschooling because we're still in this COVID era right now. We are still in this pandemic. And so I know that you got children at home being homeschooled. You're still trying to work from home. I mean, it's a lot of different dynamics. Well, today we are going to get all of that in check. One thing I want you to understand first and foremost is that we have to make certain that we have realistic expectations of ourselves, especially as women, but both women and men. We have this Superman and Superwoman syndrome. And I speak about it in my book, 12 Power Principles to Turn Your Dreams into Reality, where my wonderful friend, mentor, and business life coach, Dr. Cindy Trim, wrote the foreword. And so I wrote in principle number 3 about realistic expectations. Number 2, it talks about Superman and the Superwoman syndrome. See, a lot of us feel as though that, hey, we have our cape on. All we got to do is just take this suit off and we're able to do anything and everything. But we have to understand that we cannot do it all. We have to ask for help. We have to make certain that we have the proper people in line. If it's not necessarily people on payroll for our business, but maybe it is virtual help to answer phones, to do the bookkeeping, to do our SEO, building the websites. Being the virtual assistant, whatever that we need to be able to be comfortable enough and no shaming ourselves that we need help. Look, ladies, gentlemen, you need somebody to clean that house. It is okay to hire somebody twice a month, 3 times a month, however which way your budget fits, to come in and clean the house. That does not demean you. That does not make you less than a wife, less than a mother, less than a husband, less than a father. It does not cut you out. Hey, look, if you don't even have children, but you sitting up doing 24/7 on your business, and you sitting up there and you got dishes piled up in the sink, guess what? It is okay. I am giving you permission to be okay with those dishes being in the sink and you calling a cleaning crew to come in to just help you. There is nothing wrong with help. There's nothing wrong with people coming in to lift you in the midst of what you're trying to create. See, especially for entrepreneurs, we're so creative where we get into this time where we just grind it out. I don't know about y'all, but I know for me, I could be up till 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, grinding it out, getting work done. I might be filled with all kind of ideas and I'm writing them down. I'm mind mapping it. I'm creating a process and I'm all over the place. And then maybe for 2 days, I might be taking a nap. Give yourself permission. It is okay. This is the beautiful thing about you being an entrepreneur, especially in this day and age, is that you can give yourself the ability to create your own schedule. Nobody is there to dictate your schedule but you. You are the CEO of your life as well as the CEO of your business. You run it the way that you see fit, and that it's going to make certain that you are the most successful, that you will be able to get as much work done in your time frame. So look, if you're in bed till 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then you get up and jam your workout until 1 o'clock, that is okay. So I'm giving you permission today that as the CEO, please make certain that you're the one that is dictating your time and you're not allowing others to dictate your time for you. It's not about what your parents say or what they used to say or what society has framed, but now it's about you setting realistic expectations on what is best for you, your household, for your family, and more importantly, for yourself. So let's make certain that we take that Superman, Superwoman syndrome out, okay? Let's make certain that we always hear the term work smarter, not harder. But how do you do that, right? So starting to put measures in place, people in place that will allow you to truly work smarter and not harder. And then I want you to look at some other tips. So that's my number one tip. Let's take off the Superman, Superwoman syndrome. Get rid of that notion and really move forward in creating the life that you desire in the expectation that you want. Now my second tip is focus on the things that really matter. So what matters? Your family matters, your friends matter, your health matters, your peace matters, the success of your company matters. Maybe there's 5 projects on the table. Understand what really matters out of those 5 projects. Keep your focus on those things and not other things that kind of take you out of your creative mix and take you out of the process and how you kind of move and how you do things. And sometimes we get on social media and we kind of just burn time, and I'm not knocking that, but hey, maybe you go and take a bath with soak in the tub with some Epsom salt and bath bombs and candles. Do some other things that allow you to again understand what matters most to you. If it's your mind, it's your spiritual health, it's your emotions, you being able to be relaxed, whatever that it may be, that's what I want you to focus on. Now, my number 3 tip, set a hard stop each day. So whatever time that you start and whatever time that you stop, I want you to set that and allow that to be so. Don't allow a client to come into that play. Don't let other people come and ruin that hard stop. Myself, my phone is on silent at 6 p.m. So only people that phone calls will go through are my family members and certain friends that I know that if they call, they need something, I'm there for them. But outside of that, I'm not taking any calls for my business after 6 o'clock. Another thing is, depending on the situation, I might not start my workday on Mondays until 12 o'clock noon, or I may even take Mondays off. Whatever that makes it easy for you to work through your work week, create that. Why else have you why else did you become a CEO? Why else did you become an entrepreneur if you're not able to create the time frames of what's best for you to work? Maybe you're an evening worker. Hey, right now it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm recording a podcast, because for me, I'm an evening person. I'm a night owl. I work best at night. So I'm doing certain things at nighttime because that's where my juices flow. But on the flip side, some days I'm a morning person. I have my calls with my virtual team at 8:30 every morning. So for me, in that mode where I'm connecting with my team members, when I'm creating processes, when I'm working on the business versus working in the business, I even have certain time frames for both of those scenarios. So when I'm working on the business, it's better for me in the morning to do that. But when I'm working in the business, in the evening works best. So me having a phone call in the evening for a client, it works for me. But guess what? During the day, I'm free and open, and I may take a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Why? Because I created that schedule. So what is your schedule? Create that hard stop and that hard beginning time for you, so that you know that this is the time that I have to work through getting things done, and allows you even not to procrastinate on getting the task done. Now look, I want you to know I'm going to have a whole show about procrastination, and I don't even want y'all to feel no kind of way. Why? Because I'm not just going to check you about procrastination. I'm checking me on procrastination, okay? Because I feel as though that I could be the procrastination queen. I can hold up a task until the very millisecond that is due. Okay, I don't even know why, but guess what? I've been researching it. And so we're going to have a whole entire podcast just to talk about procrastination, so I can show you and tell you about the tips that I've learned and what I've even implemented in my own life. So that's a whole nother show. Make certain that you tune in, subscribe to this podcast, so that you will get an alert every time that there is a new show for you to be able to download. So I'm super excited about that show that will be coming up. So my fourth tip is creating a defined workspace and a routine. Again, like I said, I have a call every morning at 8:30. Prior to 8:30, I have my planner, and just be on the lookout, just, giving you a FYI, I actually have a CEO life check planner that we will be launching in 2021, just to make certain that everything in your life is checked off, right? So I make certain that I have my big 3 at the beginning of the week that I need to focus on. And then I have big 3 tasks every day that I most definitely have to complete. So all of that, I look over my schedule, I look over the task, I look over what my goals are, and I have that as a routine every day before my 8:30 call. I also have a routine that I have that I look through my planner every Sunday to see what I did the week before, what all did I get accomplished. Then I look in the new week and I see what I am working to accomplish. And then I also line up whatever projects that I have on the table and whatever goals. So anything that I'm trying to accomplish, I have a better understanding of what are all of the different tasks that I need to really line up. And then I schedule them in my planner as well as in my phone. Now I also use the online tool Trello. So I use Trello as well as another way to check myself in regards of tasks that needs to be done when it comes to certain projects that I want to launch or that we're launching for our customers or our clients. And my assistant, the team, they're all on board in that Trello, and they're able to see where we all are at and who is working on what. Now, I just want to give you this thought process. If we are working on 3 tasks, right? 3 major tasks every day. Let's just say 5 days a week. That's 15 tasks that are completed. If we think about those 15 tasks that are completed every week, and we do that consistently for the entire month, that is 60 tasks that are completed. Can you imagine you completing 60 tasks towards one project, towards your business, towards the website being completed, towards SEO, towards getting new clients, whatever that the goal is? Can you imagine you doing 60 tasks that is pushing you there? That's 61 step at a time moves. Couldn't you imagine you getting there? See, right now you don't have a plan of attack, and so it's just, hey, I want to get over there. Hey, I want to have this wonderful website. Hey, I want to have this banging business. Hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to go on a trip with my husband or my wife. Oh, I want to take the children to Disney World. We have all these I wannas, but are we laying out a game plan to attack them for us to get it done, and it actually becomes reality for us? So again, 3 tasks a day, 5 days a week, that's 15 tasks. 15 tasks consistently over a month, that's 60 tasks that is being done. If you're able to consistently do those 3 a day, 15 a week, then throughout the month, and then now just imagine those 60 tasks over the course of a year. That's 720 tasks that is being done. How many businesses would you be able to start by actually going forward in doing 720 tasks? That's a lot of tasks. So just think about it in that manner. But when we do that, that's how we create a routine. And when we have this routine, we're in the same space, we're in that same area, using the same tools, getting it done. And it just allows our brain to be even more dedicated to what the end result is going to be. Number 5. This is my number 5 tip on balancing our life and business. We got to spend time with our family and friends every week. So make it an effort to have dinner with the family sitting down. Make it an effort that you go to lunch with your best girlfriend, right? Or, hey dudes, maybe you go out and get some wings with the fellas. Make certain that you schedule it. It is nothing wrong with scheduling your time with your friends and with your loved ones. And there's nothing wrong with scheduling that date night even with your spouse or, your significant other that you're dating. Put it in for every 2 weeks on a Tuesday night. Whatever that the day is, whatever that the time is, maybe it's lunch during, in the afternoon. Whatever works for your time frame, put it down and schedule it. Because you have to make certain that not only are you sitting in the chair and you're typing away on your computer, right? And you're creating all this wonderful content and you're completing 720 tasks every year. It doesn't mean anything if we don't have loved ones to spend time with, to share in we have done and all what we have completed and accomplished. So make certain that you're going out to dinner with your friends, your loved ones. Make certain that you're fully present with them and really receiving not only their conversation, but also receiving their love. Take the time out to go and take your children out on fun activities and fun adventures. Why? Because that's their childhood. I know that my oldest son, when I first started becoming an entrepreneur, I was just so focused in on just being the best business owner I could and didn't want to fail and just was so anxious about it, right? I was just so stirred up and stressed about it that I did not spend time with my sons. I didn't spend time with him. I was always working. I was always dealing with work. And if I wasn't dealing with work, I was coming home and I was just crashing. And so I literally, half of his childhood is just blank. It's just not even there for me. And now he'll tell me different things, and I'm like, wow, okay. I don't even remember. I don't even have a clue. Why? Because I wasn't fully present. I allowed the business to take over my life. You don't want that to happen. You want to be present for your children and your friends and your loved ones, because at the end of the day, that is what matters. Money is a currency. It flows. You don't have to run after money. Money is going to flow to you. But the most important thing is family, friends, and your loved ones. So make certain that you start to put a reminder in your phone that every 2 weeks you send a text out to all your friends, just saying hi, checking on them, and making certain they're all good. Stop by loved one's house and just, hey, leave a note on the door just telling them, hey, I was thinking about you. Send a edible arrangement. Think about different gifts. Now is something that popped up on my brain. This is just me. I want to do a painting party. But again, we're in COVID, right? So we're not going out in gatherings like that. At least I'm not. And I don't want to put my friends or family into that situation. But I see now that there are online kits, or those painting parties are now doing kits where they're shipping them to your house. And so we can all get the kit shipped to our house, do a Zoom call, and we're all together and we can all paint and have a good time. Think of things outside the box that you can do with your family, friends, and loved ones that, will be different, but yet you're able to spend that time and be fully present with them. Number 6, now this is going to be hard, okay? But start to take advantage of your away and your snooze function on messages. Make certain that you have a email responder allowing people to know that you respond to emails within 24 hours, so that there isn't no expectation that as soon as that email hits your inbox, you have to reply right to it. Give yourself some buffers so that you have the space and time to reply, to connect to both clients or prospective clients on a basis that helps your time frame. So make certain that you do that. It's going to help you. My next tip is make certain that you delegate smaller tasks to a virtual team, right? Look into virtual teams. Some people say, hey, I don't have this budget, blah, blah, blah. Create a budget. Maybe it's only a $200 budget and it maybe covers 6 hours. Out of those 6 hours, write down all the tasks that you complete, and then look over that task and see, well, what are small tasks that will save me time that someone else can complete? And that $250, you in your mind, you think that it's that you're having to pay this. But in all actuality, that $250 is going to free your time up, and your time is worth what? Is your time worth, if you think about it like this, if you're charging, let's just say $100 an hour, but you're going to pay a virtual assistant $250 for them to do work for 5 hours, 6 hours. Well, that's $600 if those tasks were on your plate versus $250 if it's on a virtual assistant's plate. See, that's the difference. Once you start to see that it's an investment to free up your time so that you can turn around to gather new clients, more clients, creating content, creating programs and projects for your clients, for your customers, that's allowing you to make more money, focusing on the money making, revenue creating, generating task versus those minute tasks that aren't necessarily generating money. Now, another thing I want you to think about as we close is when we're talking about life balance, right? Life and business, and having that balance. It's not just about business, but it's also about your life. Look, you only have one life, and you have to live this life to your fullest. Don't allow business to bog you down, but also don't allow the family life to bog you down. It is about you as well. And it's not being selfish at all, but truly about putting oxygen mask on self. If you aren't taking care of yourself, you're not able to take care of your business, and you're not able to take care of your loved ones. So make certain that you're scheduling a spa day. Make certain that you are doing the things that you enjoy. If it's taking a drive and looking at the trees change colors in the fall colors, whatever that you love to do that allows you to relax, get your mind off of work as well as family life. Do those things and schedule them in your calendar at least twice a month to start, so that you have something to look forward to just for yourself. A lot of people say, well, hey, you know what, Nicole, I get my nails done or I get my hair done. But now we have really turned that more into just a routine. And how many of you are sitting getting your nails done and still checking emails? You're getting a pedicure, you're still on your phone, you're still answering messages, you're still returning phone calls. So we have turned a lot of that, what used to be pampering time, we have really turned that back into more of a routine so that we can just keep it moving. I want you to get back focusing what makes you happy. What is your love language to yourself? And be committed to doing that love language for you. Well, look, it is that grand and glorious time. I want to read to you our affirmation for today. I want you to know that it's going to be risky, this life and business thing. But I want you to know that being yourself involves no risk. It is your ultimate truth, and you live fearlessly. So make sure you go out there and live the life that God has given you. It's a beautiful life, and it's just for you. And you already, guess what? It's already set up for you to win. So go and conquer Monday. Go and conquer this week. I want you to make it fabulous like you have never made it before. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Life Check podcast with Dr. Nicole. I'm your host. And if you need to get at me, connect with me on all my social media, Dr. Nicole S. Farmer or Dr. Nicole Farmer. And guess what? You can even text me at 313-629-7983 or send me an email, drnicole@drnicolesfarmer.com. You can find out everything that you need about me, my books, anything else, where I'm at, what's going on my website, drnicolesfarmer.com. Well, until next time, you are going to make this week fabulous. Make certain it's all going to check out. Until next time, peace.